Hey guys, so I'm finally moving and I will be taking you guys with me through the process. I briefly stated in a video of mine that I was moving and didn't really cover much on that, but I am in January, hopefully. This area has just been too toxic for me. There's too many bad memories and just I am just so unhappy here and I can't wait to get out and hopefully experience a whole new life. I'm currently packing a lot of my stuff. I have to get rid of everything. There's only a select few things that I can take with me. I can send stuff through the mail, but I would prefer not to because I just want to save up as much money as possible. And speaking of saving money, I haven't really been eating a whole lot because I want to save my money for this trip because it's only 2.5 months away and I still have a good $1,500 to save up. So I'm a little stressed. I'm very anxious. I know I'll get it done because when I want something bad enough, I will accomplish it, but it's still stressful nonetheless. I did start a Depop and an Etsy to kind of help me achieve that goal. So currently I've been taking off a lot of work and I've just been having Jerry work for me. And I've been using my time off to like create art stuff and like do stuff. I don't know. This is actually one of my creations that I did. These are patches that I made. I put the studs on it. I made that patch as well, and I hand sewed them on. It's just a way to declutter and to kind of like give you guys my art instead of me holding on to all of it. And also, all of the money that I make, I will be putting toward my trip. I've got big plans for my life and for my channel. A lot of life changes. I will probably be having a lot of mental breakdowns. I'm going through a rebirthing process and I'm turning my entire life around and I'm super scared. I've been in Ohio basically my entire life and I will be leaving the United States and just starting a whole new life. So I was not exactly prepared to film my apartment right now, but yeah, so this is obviously a bunch of boxes. I'm basically going to be getting rid of all of my stuff. This is the shit that you guys bought from me, so those are being sent out tomorrow. That's my cat. Uh, this stuff is going to the Goodwill. Uh, all that stuff is going to Goodwill. That box is going to my mom's house. I'm getting rid of my couch. That is my broken bike. More boxes and packages. So yeah, that is my living room currently. That is a closet with my litter box in it. That's a bathroom. And as you can see, Jerry punched a hole in the door. This is where my washer and dryer is. Yeah. I gotta take down all these lights. Then here's my kitchen. I literally never use this. Yoga mat, pantry. It's basically completely empty. Keurig, stove. I mean, it's a kitchen, you know? Oh, look, there's my water. It's nice and cold. That's Jerry's room. My bathroom. So my room is a little messy right now. I don't really want to show it to you because the floor needs vacuumed and there's just like clothes all over the place. I've basically just been working on clothes. Like, this is a flannel that I bleached. This is a shirt that I actually just made last night and it's like torn at the bottom. It's a crop shirt. Can't exactly show you with one hand, but yeah. I don't have to keep any secrets because by the time you guys see this video, you will already know where I am, so that's pretty cool. I've had to keep this whole thing a secret for a while. By the time you guys see this video, I will be in Mexico. So basically the plan right now is, it is 5 days before my birthday. It is October 10th. I am moving in January. So that is 2.5 months to get everything situated. I have to get shit with my cats figured out. I have to get them to the vet, get them their shots and, you know, the health certificate and everything figured out. I've got my passport, so that's good. That's one less thing that I have to worry about. Save up money. I have about half of the savings that I need, so that's good. I don't know. There's a lot of plans that'll go into this whole thing. It's kind of just a messy situation, and there's kind of a lot that I have to do. Just currently right now, that's my pile of clothes, and that's my other pile of clothes, and then I have another pile of clothes sitting right here. And then I have a giant tote of clothes over there, and then I have another giant tote of clothes downstairs. So I have a lot of clothes that I have to, like, you know, fix up and sell and shit. None of this is going to be easy by any means. Getting rid of my stuff isn't really that big of a deal, but it's getting rid of my art and, you know, the things that I have sentimental value to. It's just getting rid of that stuff that's taking a lot out of me, I guess. I'll check in with you guys when I have more to say. It's going to be 2.5 months worth of footage, so yeah, you're in for a ride. I just got a change to my flight. Of course, I knew that was gonna happen because every single time I fly on a goddamn plane, they're always changing the fucking flight. So, I'm a little anxious about that. It's only like 45 minutes earlier, but still, that freaks me out. I hate airports. I hate planes. And I'm gonna have to do this every 6 months, so that's dope. Yeah. I know you guys probably don't really care about this, but, like, I care, and I want to document this stressful situation. This whole thing with the airport is really stressing me out because they told me when I first called them that I could bring both of my cats onto the plane. No problem. And I said, well, can I have 2 separate carriers, or do I have to put them in the same carrier? They said 1 carrier per person. And if they're the same breed, then I can put them both in the same carrier. Well, Emma is the mother of Maya, so of course they're the same breed. So I figured it would be alright to bring both of them in the carrier because, you know, that's what they told me. So I spent like, I don't know, almost $200 on 2 harnesses and a large carrier. Before I bought the carrier, I had to ask them for the dimensions of what the carrier should be because they have like specific dimensions for specific aircrafts. So they told me that it could be 20 by 17 by 7. 7 is the height, 7 inches. 7 inches is really fucking short. Where's my measuring tape? This is 7 inches, literally like the size of my fucking face. My cats aren't big. They're not really small either, but like standing up, they're probably about 13 inches tall. Laying down, I would say probably, I don't know, maybe 7 inches, but there's no way that they could both fit in a 7-inch tall carrier. 20 inches for the length and 17 inches for the width is a pretty big carrier, but it has to be short as fuck. After doing a lot of searching online and a lot of searching in stores, I could not find a single carrier that was big enough to fit both of them and still be short enough to fit underneath the seat. So I figured maybe I heard them wrong. I figured maybe I got the dimensions wrong and maybe it was 17 and not 7. So I ended up getting an 11-inch tall carrier, and I figured if it is 7 inches, you know, maybe that 4 inches won't be such a big deal since it's a soft-sided carrier and it can be like smushed to fit underneath the seat. I was wrong. So after spending that much money, I called the airport. I gave them the dimensions of the carrier that I bought, and they said, alright, you're all set, you're good, you know, we got your 2 pets scheduled for that 1 carrier, and it's all good. And I was like, okay, cool, thanks. And then before hanging up, I realized, wait, but this is literally 4 inches taller than you guys told me it could be. So I was like, can you quickly just check and make sure that this is actually okay? Because I don't want to get, like, kicked off the plane or not even allowed on it because of 4 inches, you know? So that person double checked and they were like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry, you can't bring this carrier on the plane. And I was like, okay, then why the fuck were you just gonna let me get off the phone and say everything is fine when it's clearly not? So that really pissed me off, and I came to terms with the fact that I would have to return the carrier and buy a new one. So I called them back and I asked for the dimensions again. This time they said 9 inches tall. And I was like, but I thought you guys said 7, so I'm confused. What's going on here? And this person kind of basically said, we can't switch your flight. And I'm like, I don't want my flight switched, so not even sure why you're looking into that. She's like, well, I'm just trying my best to find you a right carrier where you can fit both of your cats in it. And yeah, so she was just doing a lot of like research and trying to find a way to get the right dimensions for my cat, I guess. So she was looking into like getting me different flights and everything. So yeah. Anyway, so she gave me that 9 inches and I was like, all right, that's good. Well, I decided to call back again to try and get a different person, because apparently all of these people have different facts, I guess. So when I called back, this person said, no, it's 7 inches. I don't know why this person said 9. And by the way, you can't fit both of your cats into a single carrier. That's not humane. So I was like, okay, so I can only have a 7-inch tall carrier. And you're telling me I can't bring both of my pets after these, like, 10 other people told me that I could. So why are you telling me that I can't? She sat down and she read all the rules to me and said basically, like, if they're both not kittens and they're both grown adults, I can't fit them both in a single carrier, even if it's big enough. Okay, so I broke down on the phone because that means I can only bring one cat with me. And not just that, but I couldn't find a single carrier that was 7 inches tall or smaller because, like, they were all at least, like, 8 inches. So I was trying to see if there was a way that we could look into getting me a taller carrier, I guess, like, at least 8 or 9 inches, and we got that solved. She put me in the aisle seat, that way I can have a taller carrier. But I was still very upset about this new information that I was told. I'm suddenly not allowed to bring both my cats on the plane. So I broke down and cried and just basically threw a fucking fit that entire night, and I was just so overwhelmed and stressed out. I probably should have taken a break from it, but I couldn't let it rest and I had to sit there and just do a bunch of research. So I looked into pet travel and like pet shipping and see if like somebody could transport them to where I'm going. But the only site that I found that could transport them to the country that I'm going to is like 4 hours away, and I don't have any way to get there. So I was like, alright, well, I'm out of options here. I don't have any way to ship my cat, I can't take her on the plane with me, and there's no fucking way I'm just leaving her here. I have a one-way flight to the country that I'm going to, and then I just kind of had to come to the conclusion that I'm going to have to get another plane out here to come get her, and then fly all the way back. So that's what I did. It costed me another like $500 extra, but it's alright. I'm willing to pay whatever it takes to bring Maya with me, because I'm not just going to leave her out here. On January 12th, I'm leaving. That's my move day. December 31st is my last day in this apartment. And then January 1st, I'll be moving with my cats and staying at my sister's apartment for 2 weeks with her 2 children. I love my niece and nephew, but living with them for 2 weeks is gonna suck. I'll get to the country that I'm going to on January 12th, and then I will have to fly back here on January 19th, come get Maya, and then fly back on January 20th with Maya. I can only stay in this country for 6 months because I'm not immigrating there, so I have to fly back every 6 months, and I'm just very stressed. I already have a lot of anxiety about airports and airplanes and just like that entire situation in general. Plus, add on to the fact that I have to do this extra shit with my cats and like get them to the vet and like make sure they have this perfect health certificate or whatever, and make sure everything is like set in stone and good to go. Also, I'm packing away my entire fucking life, and just like this whole thing is kind of fucked. I have to stay with my sister for 2 fucking weeks, maybe 3. And I'm like really stressed out about that as well because I can really only tolerate my sister for a couple hours at a time. She's got a lot on her plate and she's very stressed out, so obviously she's gonna be on edge a lot. Her being on edge with my short patience and short everything, it's just gonna be like, we're gonna clash a lot and we're gonna be very frustrated with each other a lot, I'm sure. Also, I love my niece and nephew, like, don't get me wrong, I fucking love them. They're my entire world. I would give my life for them. Like, they mean a lot to me. But at the same time, like, I also really, really don't like kids, and I have a very short patience with children. But yeah, anyway, I'm just like really fucking anxious for these next few weeks. My move day is in a month, and I'm really anxious about just like every fucking thing. I'm literally freaking out about it like every single day. I have like less than a month that I'm gonna be in this apartment, and I haven't really done a whole lot of packing. Like, I should be really excited, I should be hopeful, all these other things, but I just kind of felt like really lonely and kind of like I lost hope and I don't know, overwhelmed and scared. And I was just so numb and weak, and I didn't really have anyone here for me. So, I was like, well, I mean, there's just no fucking point in any of this. And, you know, if this doesn't work out, then I don't know what I'm going to do with my life because I'm literally getting rid of everything I've ever known and leaving everything I've ever known. And if I go out there and it doesn't work, then I'm fucked. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I just had to stop relying on other people, kind of just deal with the loneliness that I was feeling, and kind of just like remind myself that you only have yourself, and it's okay to feel alone. It's okay to be by yourself because like most people try to like escape their minds. People don't really spend a whole lot of time with themselves, and I was starting to kind of get into that like loop of getting out of my mind, and I couldn't stand being in my mind. I had to constantly talk to someone. I had to constantly be drunk or high or feeling something else just to get out of my mind. But you know, now I've actually been completely sober for like a month or more, and at first it kind of drove me insane, but now I'm actually doing pretty alright for myself. And I just kind of have to remind myself that, you know, at the end of the day, when everyone else is dead or gone, you know, you really only have yourself. And I just kind of told myself that I need to stop relying on other people. So that's what I did. I kind of just like faced the fact that I'm alone. No matter what I do, I will always be alone. Whether or not I have people by my side, they're not going to be there forever. They're not going to be there throughout everything. So, yeah. I kind of came to that realization about 5 days ago, and I've been doing okay since. I'm really anxious about my life, what's gonna happen in the next few months. But I'm more so just like really, really anxious about next month. Really don't want to stay at my sister's for 3 weeks. Really don't want to leave my niece and nephew. Really don't want to leave my life here. Gonna have to leave my cat here for a week and walk into a whole nother life. It's literally just gonna be like a whole different life, and like people are judging me for it because I'm moving to a country I've never seen with a bunch of people I don't know. I'm going by myself, and like I know it's scary, and I know, you know, you can easily judge someone for that. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Do you even know what you're doing? Are you gonna be okay? Are you gonna be safe? Like, you were a fucking idiot for making this decision. And like I get it, but I mean, I don't really care. I mean, I have faith that I'll be okay, but yeah, I mean, I'm not really scared of what could happen. I've got a lot of things I'm already stressed and anxious about. Like, I don't need a bunch more other shit to be stressed and worried about, so. But I'm keeping something from you guys, although by the time this video comes out, you probably, like, I'll probably already be in Mexico. But, like, right now, as far as you guys know, most of you don't even know where I'm going, or why I'm moving, or anything about it, or when. You just know that I am moving out of country, and like right now, I'm trying to think of how exactly to tell you guys why I'm going out there. Cause like really, the only people that know where I'm going and when is the people on Instagram, but you guys don't know anything about it. But nobody knows why I'm going out there, and I'm really, really fucking anxious to say why. That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna get a lot of backlash and hate for it, but oh well.